It's true that some things change as we get older. But if you're a woman over 40 and you're dealing with insomnia, brain fog, moodiness, and weight gain, you don't have to accept it as just another part of aging. And with MIDI Health, you can get help and stop pushing through it alone. The experts at MIDI understand that all these symptoms can be connected to the hormonal changes that happen around menopause, and MIDI can help you feel more like yourself again. Many healthcare providers aren't trained to treat or even recognize menopause symptoms. MIDI clinicians are menopause experts. They're dedicated to providing safe, effective, FDA-approved solutions for dozens of hormonal symptoms, not just hot flashes. Most importantly, they're covered by insurance. 91% of MIDI patients get relief from symptoms within just 2 months. You deserve to feel great. Book your virtual visit today at joinmidi.com. That's joinmidi.com.
Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out this week. Kevin, you fed us zombies last time.
Well, I said you fed them, actually.
I think he fed someone to zombies.
I mean,
I think we fed the zombies.
Yeah, we certainly tried to help him get fed to zombies, that is.
Nobody can prove that. I mean, things happen.
Sure, I'm sure there are tapes.
It's on so much video.
Okay, there is no
They can prove
tape
it from every
that
angle.
I cannot I'll fix it. I
Right,
will
Kevin,
running man it.
Where
It'll
are we
be fine.
going, Kevin?
Right. Well, you're headed, hopefully, to the squeaky clean because you guys are in the final race and maybe you're even headed towards freedom. Who knows? But you are outside the unexplored world of Arioso, which has a strange atmosphere and lots of gravimetric disturbances and all of that. But for the time being, you're actually on foot in a maze constructed to resemble the Mall of Mayhem level of a popular video game. And it's accurate down to the swarms of zombies that are chasing you. You are racing against Team Electrum, headed by Win Weasel, who lost a member last time.
On Critical Hit!
Critical hit.
When the brick got devoured at the very end of the previous episode. And
He was the prettiest.
There's also Team Brainpower featuring Talos and Team Yes We Have Name, who gave a spectacular performance with special guests. So you, if you pull up Roll20, you should all have it and find yourselves on there. You're in the thick of it. You can see you're in the Mall of Mayhem series of corridors, and if you remember from previously,
Still counting.
there are those little energy spheres that you can see. Those are force fields that prevented you from passing. They were DNA locked force fields. Or I guess maybe they're DNA ajar force fields, since you guys hacked one of them open. Because you are going down the purple one, not at all according to plan, except for Vangie, who is off on her own a couple of hallways over.
Decisions have been made.
And there's a bunch of you that are still surrounded by zombies and or other adversaries. So, there's a lot going on. And I went ahead and had you guys roll new initiatives to represent, this is the start of a new round. Everything's, coming up Team Lizard Brain. And there is one thing that happens. So, if you guys recall, you gather influence by making checks to persuade your fans, do something cool. Either you can talk your rivals, you can hack the system to change the order of rankings. Anyway, as of the start round, you and it looks like it's a tie. Oh, okay. So you and Team Yes We Have Name are tied for first, which means you're tied for second. So
no, it means we're tied for first. That's how
in this case, if you're not first, you're last. Well, not really, but you're definitely.
All right, don't ever say that to me again.
You guys each recover 10 stamina.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's good because I
That
was
is
down
good.
some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that probably means that Sam has 10 stamina.
That is exactly what it means.
Hold on.
We said 10 stamina, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if we're already like at max, we could have more then.
I
No.
don't think this is a temp system.
But you do note, just as you feel invigorated and maybe some extra chemicals pumping through your veins somehow, or the air around you is different, there seems to be a lot of psychic pressure being exerted on Team Electrum. You can tell from the popped blood vessels in their eyes and nose and ears as they get the opposite of 10 extra stamina.
Ouch.
Oh man, lose a member and get your eyes popped? That's cold.
All right.
What kind of sadistic, crazy person would go? No, never.
The first team to act, as they are, the first team to act, and I must say, the team that has its act together the best, I'm going to go with so far at least, is
Oh yeah.
Team Yes We Have Name.
Yes, we have name. Yeah.
Oh,
Because
They deserve to actually win this race.
well, they're not gonna. I'm gonna get some more zombies.
however, that also means they get to encounter things before anybody else. And that is a downside sometimes when your entire team races forward to get to your ship, and suddenly, boom! The whole area is, if you can see where Team Yes We Have Name is, down bottom middle, they seem to be stuck in frozen time. They're moving at a fraction of their speed, as they have set off a trap. You can feel the magic coming from all the way where you are, Hikibia now. So they are stalled for the moment. Vanky and Skritic, you have a little bit of an opportunity to catch up. And you guys actually go at the same initiative count, so you can decide who goes first.
Well, I'm going to go with Skritic because I have no idea how to disable a trap. So if you can figure it out and let me know, that would be great.
Well, I was kind of just thinking about barreling down this hallway and seeing whether or not we just happen to look into the one below us being our portal, because I don't think they normally would put the same one just straight south, but since we hacked, maybe there's a chance.
But maybe tread a little cautiously, looking out for traps.
Yeah.
Skritic has the reflex saves for it.
Skritic has the found it theory of traps.
I'm surrounded by zombies. There's a wide open hallway, which we now know is trapped. But again, I think I'm just going to ignore that and take a double move and just kind of barrel all the way through, lower my head, put my shoulder forward, and run into that force field and see what happens.
Sounds good to me. I love those kind of actions.
you withdrawing to avoid getting eaten?
Nope, I'm gonna let them swing. I do have the mobility feat, so I do have +4 to attack of
Nice.
opportunity.
Okay, what is
Defenses.
your kinetic armor class? Counting that +4.
With the +4, that will be 30.
Then you are missed 3 times.
Oh, sweet. Let's see what bad things happen in retaliation.
Lightning bolt! Wow, you positioned yourself perfectly on the map, I gotta say, for these little effects. Because you could just see the poor little Skritic avatar icon just getting blasted in the face with that lightning bolt.
So now, do I get the impression that was from a trap, or was that from the...
It could have been a natural storm brewing.
Well, or from the thing.
Well, yeah, he's trying to force his way into the through the passage. So
yeah,
you activated.
Okay.
Yep. So, go ahead and give me a reflex.
Alrighty. Come on. Listen, I do have improved evasion, so let's see if that even matters here. Where's my saves? There they are.
You have improved evasion.
Ooh, wow, nat 20?
Okay, what does improved evasion do? I know what it
evasion.
normally does, but I'm curious what it does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. And that might not even be what it's called. Where is... Scrolling through my abilities... Evasion. Oh, not improved. Just normal evasion, not improved evasion. If you succeed at a reflex save against an effect that normally has a partial effect on a successful save, you instead suffer no effect. You gain this benefit only when unencumbered and wearing light armor or no armor. You lose this benefit when you are helpless.
Succeed
otherwise.
And take no damage as you.
Nice.
You're nat 20. It seems like the lightning is pretty hard to dodge for what it's worth, but you do so anyway. How do you do it? How do you dodge this unexpected lightning coming out of one of these stalls? Keep in mind, all of these stalls are, things you might find in a futuristic mall.
Well, I kind of want to say I just jump up and run across the lightning, but I feel like that's a little out of genre. But I feel like I run and I feel like a click on a tile as I run down, and so I immediately just leap into the air right when a Krakthum blasts under me. And roll
Great.
And keep on going.
So was that your whole action moving?
Yeah, I'm going to do a double move to get all the way down there and run into that wall.
Are you attempting to try this force field?
Yep.
Okay, it bounces off. You bounce off of it, rather, and take 10 lightning damage.
Not this one, guys.
Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna try to, I don't know, look into the store that I'm next to, grab a mannequin that's dressed up in whatever the latest way too expensive clothing is, and
oh my goodness! How did we forget? Speaking of clothing, we have to break. Oh my goodness, guys! I apologize. We dove right into the action, but of course, there's always an intro.
That was just the cold open.
When you pick up the mannequin, you're like, wait a minute, I think that was. Now we cut to an ad. We get to a commercial. Because the mannequin's at a clothes store, but the mannequin isn't wearing anything, and you're like, that's weird. But then it all makes sense. A trio of figures emerge from a cloudy background, wisps of white energy coruscating around their bodies. They're all very attractive, and as their diaphanous garb comes into view, they begin to speak and their attire changes. One appears as the Vesk businessman. Tired of choosing what to wear every day? Another is a non-binary android. Can't keep up with the latest trends and fashions. The last is a human woman in like a punk streetwear chic. Getting dragged for your threads? Try the latest in Mirage Couture from Vaporware. Designed as adaptive camouflage during the streetwear wars in the fashion districts of Castrovel's city-states, now anyone has the opportunity to buy the clothes of a lifetime. Well, anyone who can afford it, and then they all laugh. Vaporware offers techno-magical devices that project the right outfit for any situation, from boardrooms to island vacations. And with our latest innovation of AAS, AAAS, or Attire as a Service, subscriptions, you'll always have the latest looks. Talk about fast fashion. Life is ephemeral. Your clothes should be too. Vaporware does not protect against provide any physical comfort or sensation. Vaporware does not function when perceived by beings with true seeing. Then we go back to our little swooshy desk. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 27th season of Drifters. I feel like we're already in progress somehow, but it's the galaxy's only infosphere death racing show that's currently taking submissions for new teams for next season. I'm your host, Jackhammer, joined again by Shulai. Shulai, do you have any advice for the would-be newbies of season 28? Humanity. Your tiny species is always so obsessed with what's next it cannot appreciate the moment, even when it is pure spectacle. Concise video personal statements are well regarded by the admissions committee. Well, we really shouldn't go on too long. Last night went over time and we missed some of the broadcasts. I received a strange watch-like device along with a note that told me my life would end earlier by an amount equal to the time I've wasted for my viewers. I mirror it every day. It keeps ticking up. Oh, by all means, tell me more, Jock. I find this subject fascinating. Oh, Shulai, you almost never call me Jock. Must be turning a new leaf. Oh, wait, my watch! Back to Drifters, already in progress. Okay. You pick up a mannequin, thank you.
Okay. And I'm going to chuck it down the hallway in hopes of triggering the trap without my face.
Yes. There you go.
Hey, that's pretty clever. All right. You win. Oh, yeah. So when you throw it, nothing happens at first, and then you hear like a whistling sound, and then the force field that's blocking all this off opens, and a meteoroid, something, a big piece of rock smashes it, pulverizing it into tiny pieces. And like
Cool.
the whole area around it shakes.
I like the crater.
These, by the way, are all from cool Starfinder like set. I guess they're called Starfinder files using the City Star set and the City Hazards expansion. And I can, because what I'm doing is just deleting the layer that's on top on the map layer in Roll20, and I just delete the tile, and the tile underneath it is the exact same tile, but the hazard version of it.
Nice.
So
Clever.
Yeah. Little Roll20 trick.
Neat.
Okay,
I assume that
so
you're my action, though.
Yes, but you could move.
Okay, cool. I'll
In
move.
fact, you basically have to move in order to. I mean, maybe you could throw it that far, but
Yeah, let's say so.
Right.
I mean, I'll move to here, like say, because I wasn't exactly sure where the trap triggered, and then chucked from there.
all right, sounds good.
Added some momentum through the throw.
Exactly. I mean, the good old running mannequin shot put.
All right, let's see here. So we don't need to worry about the brick. We do have a couple of
Are you sure
guys.
we don't need to?
They don't need to bail him out. They are going to. This is Team Electra who's up, and the good news for them is they brought heavy explosives, including lots of concussion grenades, which Stuart Walker and Cryptex will unleash on the zombies near them to clear a path for the rest of their companions as these zombies blown apart, decorating, grand opening signs of the mall with explosions. And then they're going to move to get further down their hallway. I guess Maite could take some sort of action. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Makes more sense just to run away. All right. They run away. I thought about, she's a technomancer and they have a lot of the best like frapping spells. Throwing one at you, that might actually help you. All right. And besides, she's worried. She just saw her teammate die in front of her. So,
hey, Kevin, can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Can we go through this? Is this an open area?
There are two shops. They might have a dividing wall, but you might be able to get through.
Okay, because I see some that have the dividing wall, and I see some that are open. So that's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah, you could certainly give that a try and see what you see.
Okay, so we know that Skritic is being sort of, kind of, maybe not electrocuted.
Yeah, I think
he was actually not electrocuted
myself a little bit.
Well, he got electrocuted when he tried
sure.
the doorknob.
Yeah.
Okay. So are the lightning bolts still like verting around him, or
Little trails of lightning after somebody's quickening.
so if I were to
but it doesn't seem like it's fully charged or anything.
Like whoosh down here,
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way for me to scan and maybe deactivate a trap? I could be like, hey, I'm going to turn this off so that people following me do not get electrocuted.
You could absolutely try that. Is that what you would like to do?
I think so.
Okay.
Because I actually have abilities.
You have computer.
Well,
Yeah, do you have like engineering or?
You have remote hack.
I have fast hack. I have another thing and I can't get out. Here it is. Now that would require an attack. So this is not an attack. So probably fast hack is the only actual ability.
I've got some news. I've got some news for you en route, which is this system. This whoever designed this seemed to want to divide people up as much as possible. And it seems like a new trap has been enabled after Skritic activated that trap, and you're the first person to set it off.
Ah, darn.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the hallway you're in gets struck by little meteorites, and it ignites. One of them is a cooking stall where they're cooking delicious spiced meats in the Vesk style. Unfortunately, their cooking gas explodes on top of you. So I'm going to need a reflex save.
Something smells delicious over there.
Yeah. Horrifying
Does that
burnt
hit
flesh.
Amu as well?
Where are you?
He's right in the middle of
Almost
all
right
that.
here.
Oh, yeah, it will. It definitely will.
On fire too.
Yay.
Once again, Rob's chaotic neutral tendencies. He's an honest
Once
guy.
again,
Chaotic neutral.
It's
That's
opposite.
lawful neutral.
Yeah, that's lawful neutral.
Yeah,
No, he's chaotic lawful. I don't know.
He's-
Okay.
he's-
but it's
he's-
opposite.
Yeah.
Oh no!
The shoes on the other foot, Rob. Finally, Matthew sets you on fire.
Vengeance! How about a 24 to not be set on fire?
Rob rolled a nat 1 for those listeners at home.
For a total of 2.
It's true. Yeah.
I do.
That might
All
make all
right.
the difference.
Well, then, Amu, you're going to get hit for 35 fire damage.
Oh no!
Ow.
And Quentin, you will take a mere 17.
Wow. Barbecued shrimp.
It occurs to you now, Quentin, like your computer program is booted up. It's like detecting traps. Traps have been triggered.
Mhm. Good call.
You have your action back, though. You can do whatever you want with
Which
it. Oh, and don't forget, you can spend resolve to get an extra action to make a skill check.
I forgot that.
to make a skill
But don't
check.
forget, I'm telling you, don't.
Any type of skill?
Well, I mean, a
Yeah,
relevant skill check, yeah.
Yeah, you can use it to use an action that requires a skill check, probably with subject to approval.
So does it seem like when we're triggering these traps, these are single-use traps? Or is there going to...
Yep.
Okay.
Nope, you just walk right into them.
Okay. So, like, I could use my action to put
There could
Rob
be more
out.
traps elsewhere, but you have triggered these traps.
Okay. Well, heck. Might as well keep going.
That's the attitude. That's the spirit.
Yeah, this is how you get nuked. So I made my movement, and I'm doing the thing, and I'm kind of at a loss at what to do, but Amu is behind me on fire.
You could move a second time. That is a valid,
Mhm.
standard action to take. You don't have to, but you could.
Does he have, like, any conditions on him that I could remove? Because I'm good at that.
And they're still invisible.
They. Good call. My bad. Wait, do I see, like, an invisible thing on fire? Is the fire invisible?
He is not on fire. Neither of you are caught on fire, but you can smell you can seafood.
Can't see ammo, but you can see food.
Right.
Man, that hallway just really smells good now.
See, reminding me that I had powers was bad because now I'm like, could I do that? But no, I can't. So I'm not going to do that. I think I will try and move again. Do you think I can get past Skritic without triggering any more traps?
That's personal decision.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go past Skritic, but I'm going to go in like a Zen mode where I'm like, whoom, whoom, whoom. And any traps I will then set off, but they won't hit me because I'm Zen.
You're aware of them. Okay. Where are you moving?
All right. Well, we entered this hallway with the expectation that at the end of the hallway is our truck. So I'm going to continue down this hallway.
Critic already tested the end of this hallway, just so you know.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the end of the hallway. So I'm going to cut to the right.
There's a force field. Yeah.
Can I cut to the right and see if there's anything there?
There's nothing there. You cannot see that from anywhere. So.
And to the left is team. Yes, we have name.
Yeah.
Do you think I could like bust through the force field?
You can try.
I want to drill through the force field. I want to drill through it.
Are you trying to make some sort of skill check?
I was thinking I was going to try and deactivate the force field because I have, brains.
Or are you trying to use are you trying to go up to its control panels and hack it?
Well, I figure this is the future, so it's probably on Wi-Fi, so I'm going to wirelessly hack it.
Do you have remote hack?
No. Okay. I have fast hacks.
So you need to go to a panel or something like that.
Any panels? Any terminals?
So you pull up a panel and start typing something in, and then the screen gets to have access, and it just pops up in arcane runes, and then it all dissolves in front of you. Just like the keys and the panel disintegrate, and all that's there are just a bunch of nonsense gibberish runes.
What language is it? Can I tell?
It doesn't appear to be a language. It's like the script that mages write in spell books.
It looks like it says, "I prepared explosive runes today."
Yeah, you're lucky it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't read it out loud.
So you have analyzed this, and it's an automatic I guess, failure, but you do learn. This is not an electronic or computers-based trap. It cannot be hacked.
Okay.
Or barrier, I should say.
The barrier cannot be hacked.
Yep.
I will convey that information to anyone who might also hack, like my fellow sentient.
All right.
being.
Sounds good. All right, so it is now time for Team Brain Power. And they are in a little bit of a pickle alongside you guys.
The hallway we're going down is their hallway, right? Like the trap allows them through, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. So it looks like Kex, their Trox Solarian, is going to blast the area near him with some radiant energy, fire, basically the corona of a very small sun, and blast these three zombos, and then quick attack at you, Bob.
No,
but it
behind
misses.
a force field.
Oh, that's right. Well, in any case, it missed.
Yay.
And then there, these guys are going to move, and then they both provoke, unfortunately, from the zombos. And that's, I guess we'll move a little bit further. And then this one will, so, Amu, you feel someone run into you. I guess you can see, you're invisible, but they just can't see you. And it's Halakan, the Sheeran, Team Brain Power. She kind of glances and she's too curious, so she starts feeling about to find the contours of your body. It's like, would you look at that? And then Talos is like, stop fondling the air. Come along. But you're very confident that Halakan knows exactly where you are, Amo.
They are.
Probably not good.
I said you, which is also
Yeah, that's okay. You can use a second person. on it. Yeah.
Okay. That brings up Hecubino.
Hey, is my costume still working?
Your
Zombie
costume is still. Let's see if it's still working. Actually, why don't you give me a discussion?
Do I get the spell bonus for it?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so it's going to be this plus. Actually, can I turn this on? No, it's going to be this plus 10 more.
Okay.
Well, that's a botch.
So you
But a 21 for a botch is pretty good.
it is pretty good. So you get past them, and what do you do that gives it away? I have some thoughts, but you might like say something to them and be like, "Oh, wait, whoops."
Yeah, I think Hecubino just gets too into it. He's like, rawr, brains, am I right, you guys? Hey, you hear about those brains? Anyway, and like checks his watch or something. A motion that they clearly, in their zombie brains, recognize as something only a non-zombie would do.
Yes. So, in short, you can bypass those two zombies that are blocking your way, but as soon as you do, they recognize that you are not a zombie, and they immediately turn to start chasing after you. But you can get past them.
What I would like to do is...
Oh, and we will say basically that the spell is broken for the purposes of the zombies going forward. But yeah.
I think my speed is 6 squares.
I believe it is.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, that does not get me very far. I guess I'm gonna try to also move twice.
Yep. It's a big
get
map.
past the zombies and try to get past the trucks without necessarily getting massacred. But we'll see. I think that the feats I have, the feats I have only care about attacks triggered by casting spells. So, so I'll just move myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can't actually. I couldn't. Could I get past Bob?
Yeah. So you can move diagonally. So I'll just take control of your guy for a second.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Diagonally into Bob Square is 5, and then out would be 6.
Okay. I'll do that.
But that will provoke. And Kex will use his opportunity attack. Reaction, or whatever they call it in this edition. What is your kinetic armor class? Excuse me, energy armor class. Oh, he's fancy.
23, which is 1 lower than my kinetic armor class.
He hits exactly.
Okay.
Take 14 fire.
Okay.
From his solar blade. Which, if you look at his little image, or I can bring it up to show you on the big screen, kind of looks like he has a Solarian weapon.
Anyway. Oh, nice. Oh, one second here. Maybe the weapon by foe within 100 feet. You can choose to dismiss the spell if you do the armor as it disappears, arcing through the air. Blah blah blah. It's an amount of damage equal to the damage dealt to you at the time the spell was dismissed. Maximum 10. This damage also has the force descriptor. The target can attempt a reflex save for half damage. Okay, so I'll trigger my reflecting armor and try to deal 10 damage for him, which he can roll.
He fails. So he takes 10 damage?
Yeah. 10 damage.
Do you take 10 less, or is it just he also takes
10? No, that's all reflecting armor does is the FU of, like, if you hit me, you're going to take 10 damage. You're going to take between 5 and 10 damage.
Well, he takes it all and staggers back a moment. He seems like a little off kilter from that.
Yeah, and
actually, literally, we'll say that he gains the off kilter status because that's a status in Finder.
Oh, nice.
Condition.
So yeah, that'll be also what probably just like fully destroys Hecubino's costume is he didn't stack it right, so he put on the reflecting armor and then the costume on top. So when he triggers it, it just obliterates and it's just normal Hecubino now.
Okay, cool. Anything you want from skill? It would cost a resolve to do it. So you don't
I guess I still get
and you
my
still have your
move. Yeah.
So,
neither of these guys down here have been threatening, right?
No.
Okay.
It looks like Halicon uses ranged weapons, and Talos disdains weapons.
3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like I can get myself to be right next to Talos, which would be kind of funny.
Absolutely.
With 6 squares.
That sounds great.
Okay. I'll run down there and... as I'm running down there, I'll be like, hey, Talos, smile, and then take a picture of him with like a really bright flash. I mean, he doesn't have eyes, but the picture is going to have eyes, and they're going to be wacky eyes, and I'm going to spend some resolve to roll an intimidate check, and actually, I guess I'll try to roll a diplomacy check to get us up above Team Yes, We Have Name. If I can do that. Or how much resolve do I have to spend? Just 1 or 2?
Just 1.
Okay. So that gets me down to 6 resolve. And I'll roll diplomacy. So in that case, when I take a picture of him, it'll actually be a selfie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be like a cute like psychics for life kind of a thing, because I don't think those guys have any psychics. So It might bring up team brain power up like a half a decimal as well,
Nice.
assuming it works. 19.
That is unfortunately a little low.
Okay.
I think that fails.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm so much better at going negative.
All right.
Okay, that's me.
Then it's time for more Team Electrum. The others who didn't act previously. Bounce off this shield, takes damage. Yikes. How did these guys get so beat up?
They were
Targeting
tangling
them
with the
pretty
zombies.
aggressively.
They've actually had to travel the farthest, so statistically
Yeah.
speaking, that means a lot of opportunity attacks or whatever.
And I was like reserving opportunity attacks for them as opposed to other teams.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. That's right. We shouldn't cheat on their behalf. We should walk up to here and then reveal that they were cheating all along. As Win Weasel, the mechanic, sniffs out that there's a trap, and he disarms it, causing a massive explosion over here. But he did seem to know, right? You know, he does his like one of his signature moves, which is sniffing something out, literally. But to those of you in the know, that seems awfully suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag shenanigans.
But they don't seem to know that the force field won't let them in. So I think that's Augustus. Oh no, that's Augustus Slash. This is Stuart Walker. Bounce. I guess I took Augustus Slash's action. So Augustus Slash bounces off of the force field, and I guess that's it for them right now. Alrighty, Bob.
All right, so Bob is going to move. I'm going to move 1, 2. I see this big explosion go off, so I dive in here. 4, 5. Do I see the door on the other side?
You do.
6, and then I'm going to double move. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I can slide past this guy. 4.
Right, you are the stop. Believe it or not, and I've got some bad news, but this is kind of funny.
Okay.
You're the first person to move through there since the last time Team Yes We Have Name acted.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So when they acted, they set off that first trap and enabled the second trap, and you're the first person to move through there since that happened.
All right.
So, boom! More meteor strikes, and boy, look at that! It lands right on top of you.
Oh no.
Oh.
The good news part of this is you're also hitting Team Yes We Have Name.
Yay!
That is as good. All right. Give me a reflex save.
I got a nat 20.
All right.
Yeah.
You succeed. You take a mere 9 damage.
All right.
And they take a little bit more damage, and 2 of them are knocked prone.
Hooray.
That is the other thing that the meteors do, is they cause like little earthquakes and knock a bunch of stuff around. You have to climb back up the side of the crater and shake off, the children's clothes that have landed on top of you, all that sort of stuff.
So is my move interrupted? Do I have to stop there, or can I continue?
Oh, nope. You actually dodge most of the meteors, so you're like running on the side of the crater. And it would have been, if you were knocked prone, your move would have been ended by that. But instead, you can continue.
Yeah, so I'll run in through the next store. As the explosion is going off, I get thrown into that next store and come skidding to a stop. And I open up my comms and say, "Guys, go through the stores." And I'm going to end my turn. Oh, hey, Vangie. I can see Vangie just out of the corner of my eye.
Do you want to make any sort of skill check?
I don't know. I believe I could do a remote hack, I suppose. to see if there's a trap over here that I'm sure that Vengi has triggered, to see if I can undo that.
Yeah. Why don't you, if you want to, you can.
Yeah, let me do that. Remote hack is computers. I will do a computers. Shaboom, ba-boom, 18.
And a nat
oh,
one.
I'm sorry, that's a nat 1. So
Yeah. So, you pull it up. Nope, it looks clear. This must be the one hallway that doesn't have a second trap in it.
phew. We're so lucky, Venga. I don't think there's another trap here.
Cool.
All right. And now, because it's amusing timing, yes, we have Namax. They were going to have their trap triggered anyway, but Bob did it, I guess, on their behalf.
You're welcome.
And I guess they do take a bit of damage for it. Okay. Oh, time to knock my friends out of being slowed in a stasis field. Fortunately, they have their mystic, who will do that, or attempt it anyway. Okay. Then we're going to send a person over this way. 1, 2, 3. Bounce off. Ouch. Nick, the rapper, notices that direction is not the direction that Vengi and Bob has gone is not favorable to them. And we'll say this guy starts heading in this direction, but because he was prone, he cannot get any further. Okay. That is it for team. Yes, we have name. As they're starting to most of the members are starting to groggily exit the paralyzing slow time field. The others seem to move around them, which creates this weird effect of some people are moving normal speed, which looks like super fast around these other people that are still trying to they're still completing words they started 10 seconds ago. All right. That brings up, Amma.
I have a quick question based on the reaction that Hecubino had done. I have an electrostatic field as part of Amu's armor.
Cool.
That says any creature that touches you or deals damage to you takes electricity damage. Or touches you or deals damage to you with a melee weapon takes electricity damage.
Well, I described some fairly aggressive fondling, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the 9,000 of you are engaged to Kex now.
Halicon. The sharing.
Oh, Halicon. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should Halicon take some damage from that? Or not?
Wait, how much?
Like 1d6.
Oh, cool. Roll it.
4 damage.
All right. Ow, hey. There's definitely something here. I am certain of it. Fantastic! I'm so happy that you have found some hidden thing behind us in the opposite direction we need to proceed. He turns to Hecubino and gives a long suffering.
Yeah. Hecubino, for the smallest moment, will acknowledge the strain of being the leader of a team of misfits.
I was going to call out to Quentin, asking if we can override this one like the last one.
And Quentin had said that it was not a computer thing a mere moment ago.
Okay.
So
that would be probably not.
Following Bob. 1, 2, 3.
It's Amu. He's right there, but he's invisible. I figured it out when he talked.
Yep. We're going to come over here.
Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that. Oh, I think he's gone now.
we're just going to double move and catch up to Bob.
That's Amu for you.
Love that Amu. Is it
any sort of skill check you want to
attacked by the way Talos talks?
Maybe. I think you're reading something into that. I think you need to look at your management style back at work and maybe work on that.
We We had dealt with the whole zombieism for both Bob and Quentin last time, right?
I mean, I'm taken care of. I'm not sure about. I don't know if you did.
No, I don't remember. I thought that was going to be like, what's it called? On the ship's problem, but I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You developed.
I don't think that there's any problems.
You developed a cure and you applied it to Bob, but not Quentin. But you like nat 20. You had like some absurd rolls last time when it came to the zombie thing. You because life science I think is your top roll and you nat 20'd it, or maybe you nat 20'd the medicine. I can't remember which. But you came up with a cure and you applied it to Bob, but not Quentin.
Okay. Scratch that on going to Bob then. I'm going to move around everybody else and come spend a
resolve to
patch up with Quentin. Let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have to double move to get there. Amu slow. Wait.
Well, you're still doing your friend us.
I have the speed suspension. Does that work right now?
Yeah.
Won't that make you even slower if you suspend your speed?
There's speed suspenders, so they keep it up.
Oh, right. I get that confused.
All right. Was medicine roll for this one, or to administer it?
You actually have the cure already, so you just need to inject it with your whatchamacallit.
Like I would a boost.
Yes, like you would a boost. So yeah, we can say like a medicine or life science check, but it should be all but trivial. Your choice for which check. Yeah, you succeed.
Okay. That will be
great. Quentin, your systems, you were feeling like a little bit of twinginess and like your vision starting to go red. But now that starts to abate.
I'm perfectly
all right, Amu, are you done?
Yes.
All right.
Because I had to double move to get there because my base speed is 20 feet. The suspension gives me a +10 and my armor gives me a -5.
So your speed is 30.
So my speed is 25.
Or 25. 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a little brutal.
Throw us in some water.
Sure.
Watch everybody else suffer.
Air.
Don't give them ideas.
I did have an idea for a whole water world.
We kind of did it in the.
Yeah, we did have
in the hologram.
And the David Attenborough.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yep, that me.
All right. There are more zombies, but I'm not going to add even more counters. Earlier today, I crashed Roll20 when I was setting stuff up. It just straight crashed. So nice. I might be putting it through a little through its paces. But the zombies ineffectually claw at the force fields until the force fields all start coming down.
No.
As now everybody has passed through their force fields. So you are no longer afforded the protection from the zombies. But it does stop their movement this turn. Because that happens basically at the very end of the round. And speaking of which, you guys get a new boost. This time, you are actually in first place. Although that's because I forgot about this on Team Yes, We Have Names turn. But that's okay. They'll remember next time.
Well, they were busy being frozen.
Right. Yeah, a bunch of them were. And the others, I guess, explored, and one of them dispelled the frozen. So I guess they took relevant actions. All right. So every one of you gains 10 stamina.
Cool.
Sweet.
And you all have a floating fan inspiration. So this comes from basically some super fan out there has paid Extreme Infosphere Productions to give you guys like a boost at a relevant time. So and like they might also attach like a note or a video or or an image or meme, whatever, to give you a boost when you guys need it. So each of you has what I'm calling fan inspiration. You can only have one at a time. You cannot, you either have it or don't. And it is a floating re-roll for any D20 roll.
Oh, wow.
So you can use it after you've rolled. Before I remember you succeed or fail, but you should probably know off of the roll. And yeah.
Cool.
And Team Electrum bleeds some more. Ugh, it is rugged out there. Team Yes We Have Name is looking all right though, because they've been getting those rank 2 benefits, so they have recovered some stamina as well. And we're back around to the top, which is Team Yes We Have Name, and they can't. All right. First of all, they need to find their way out. Second of all, they need to not be in last. So one of them attempts to not be in last, but their rhythm is off. They try to do like a dance move, but they're still shaking off some of the slowness effect. So their friends are like, "Whoa, I wonder if something's glitching or wrong with the screen." And they do not. They fail their check, which is surprising. They're very good at this, but bad rolls. So I guess we'll go over here. Oh, hello. All right. Well, Skritic, you see that they pass harmlessly through this force field in front of you when one of the Shirin puts their hand against it. And they move diagonally, provoking from you.
I'm wondering if I just let them pass, if they would offer me the same courtesy if I run past them on my turn here.
Professional courtesy. It's worth a try.
Sounds like an
sure.
insight check or sense motive.
Sense motive, yeah.
Sense
would that
motive?
be it?
Sure.
If I kind of make a show of string them through.
Sense motive would be seeing if they're game for it, kind of judging them.
Okay.
And wouldn't take an action. You could try to persuade them on your turn too, or intimidate, or bluff.
Okay, I will go with a sense motive at this time, and then we'll see what I do on my next turn. Yep.
Good enough. They've basically offered that same sort of deal, like a transactional deal with you guys before in the earlier section of the race. So you get like a nod. You raise your knife and nod at them, and they nod back.
Okay.
And, the rest of them kind of all nod in sync.
Good hive mind. All right. I will not stab them then.
All right. Then you get to see they are proceeding towards their ship. One of them has made it all the way to beyond the ship, which is actually
like
just
in
the
deep
ship.
space, just like that's bad.
Yeah. I'm worried that naming a ship beyond the ship might cause some confusion, but I didn't care.
Fair.
Now, Kevin, when I suggested the name for their ship, you decided to change it, but the name that I had originally for it is Excellent Purchase.
All right. I'm assuming you're letting them past.
Yeah, I'll let them through. So come on. Yeah.
Yep. Then 4 of Team Yes We Have Name pass by you to board their ship.
Yeah, they might be our biggest challenge here. I mean, I should have taken some stabs, but
if you consider what we're trying to accomplish,
our objective isn't actually winning.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wait,
like letting the ones with the biggest fan base take the lead is not necessarily a bad idea.
Fair.
All right. Now it is Skritic's turn.
All right. Well, Can I just run past, try to like touch this portal, and potentially
The red
continue
portal,
on
the
if
one
that
that's, like,
doesn't
right
work?
away. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, basically I'll just run and slide on the ice and bap it.
Yes. So yeah, you're running, and there's some weird bubbles of slow time, but
Yeah.
you are able to like kick up some debris and dust and rubble, which most of it just immediately falls to the ground, but some of it falls really slowly through the little portals of like the little bubbles of slow time, and that tells you how to avoid it. So you don't need to. You're not slowed by it.
Oh, excellent.
Technically, the trap's already triggered and it only affected the people who were there, but I like this explanation better. You bap the red force field, and you take 10 electricity damage.
Yeah! Not this one either! Could
And that doesn't take
I...
an action. You can just do that.
Okay. In that case, can I take another action to continue and try... Okay, that's not... Yes, we have name, is it? That's...
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it is? Okay.
Yeah,
He was testing the bubbles.
Yeah,
okay.
They were tested the blue bubble because they didn't know what bubble either.
So I will just kind of run around him and just kind of nodding in respect and try to touch this one.
Beep, take another 10 damage.
Ow! Okay. The far one, guys! The far one!
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Well, at least you kind of went the right way then, unlike the rest of us.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I think that's good enough for right now. I have eliminated all possible options other
Yeah, you
than the
touched all
last
three
one.
of them. Yeah, you took 30 damage just touching things.
Thank goodness
Plus, you
for
avoided the lightning
our...
bolt.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of why I figured me just running down the hall may be the best to eliminate traps, but I didn't count on others activating afterwards. But yeah, here we are.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I guess you're probably out of movement, right?
Sure.
Or you don't have any. You don't have any squares of movement left. I was just double checking that.
Oh, I am probably. Let's see. I didn't. I just figured I was going to stop there. Anyways, I could continue on, like basically to that other.
Well, so I will.
Yes, okay.
Do you want a tactical piece of advice? You don't have to. You could ask your friends. There's one other thing you still could do if you want to make a skill check.
Potentially traps that we might have to stumble into on the other side, since the team Electrum
for
seems to be
instance,
cheating. Yeah, I'm about to walk into one for sure.
Okay.
Like on your turn.
Yeah.
Although Bob says that there definitely are no traps in that hallway.
Definitely, there are definitely no traps. I checked.
Well, I should definitely, listen to my teammates and trust their advice.
Yeah, trust they're completely
Trust but verify.
So yeah, I'll continue on and spend a resolve point to see if I notice any traps coming up and where we need to go.
Sure. Where do you want to look? From what you can tell, basically the sections that have all activated traps. So far, it seems like these are all one and done. So you can tell on Roll20, you can see very easily where they've activated. But basically, the section right in front of the ships, where there are all the connecting hallways, that has activated 4 traps. Well, 3 were activated and 1 was disarmed by Wind Weasel. So there are no traps active at the level you're currently on. The level before you, the one that weirdly gets activated second, even though you had to walk foot first, where Vangi is and some of Team Electrum is, 2 of those hallways have had their traps activated, Bob swears one hallway doesn't have any traps, and then Team Electrum hasn't activated or dealt with the other one yet.
Okay. I will run up and stand by Vengi and scope out that hallway.
Sure. So, how are you? How are you looking for traps?
I
Perception?
might take some shards of meteor that has rained down in the section I just left and just kind of throw them down the hallway at anything that may look suspicious and see if there's any reaction.
Sure.
I was just kind of thinking of perception.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. 20?
That's good enough.
Low roll, but yeah.
So this would have frozen you all. Yeah. It looks like there's a bunch of tanks of not dry ice, but like
Liquid nitrogen.
liquid nitrogen. That's exactly. That would have filled the hallway entirely and made you guys statues briefly. But they are activated by simple enough proximity sensors that you can detect. Like the small motion of a pebble doesn't activate them, but it does show you where the sensors are, so you can point them out.
Nice work.
Now everyone follow Bob.
All right. Good work, Script. Vangi. After Script comes and joins you, what do you do?
All right. Well, there's no like rule against like restricting diagonal movement, right? Like I can move from 5 to here in 10. Yep. All right.
Yep.
Then I'm going to take advantage of my very fast movement speed because I actually can move 40. So it's going to be 15, 20, 25. I don't know if that provokes because I'm like moving from a wall.
Won't, but the next one will.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I'm going to eat it as I go here.
So yeah, that's Stewart Walker all the way down there. The one thing that you have to do as part of that movement, because you're moving through the Mall of Mayhem rooms, is you have to tell me what's in the shop. What shop do you go through?
I'm going through. Let's think about that one. It's a good one. It's a home decor store, so it's all like vid screens and then like sinks, and like the sinks show you and the vid screens show you how much better your life is going to be when you have this like super fancy marble sink. Like you will look 10 times better if you just spend 10 times as much.
You'll know how to play the guitar. You'll have beautiful friends and loved ones coming over, drinking wine, dancing.
I think the store's name is Let That Sink In.
Oh, no, there will be no quoting of that man on this show. He has ruined
Very good.
my beautiful, terrible thing.
All right.
Hit me with the
you provoke. What's your kinetic armor class?
It is 23.
I hit you exactly.
Okay. With
Take Stewart Walker. He actually uses a sword.
Stewart
Yeah,
Walker.
I know. It's old fashioned. He used to be. He's a Lashunta soldier, and he has heavy weapons. But for all of this melee, he's using like it's very unusual to see just like this isn't a human style. It's a Lashunta longsword. It's very strange, but he stabs you with it. Take 16.
I'm glad for that bonus stamina. Thanks, fans. And then I'm going to continue my movement because that was actually, this will be 40.
Just one move?
Yep.
Okay.
And then double check, activate the thing. But I don't like teleport to the ship or anything like that, right? I have to actually move through
No, it just doesn't. It doesn't electrocute you, and your hand passes through it.
So I'll say, got it. And that was all still movement. So I guess I'm going to attack that jerk for attacking me.
The soldier or Win Weasel, who's also next to you.
Ooh. Who's more injured?
You can give me a perception or medicine check.
No, thank you.
So, how does your flamethrower get an area?
It does, but I don't have it drawn, and I'd have to pull it out.
Actually, I will reveal because one of them is bloodied and one of them is not. Win Weasel is bloodied.
Okay, well then, great. I will attack Win.
Meaning.
So yeah, I will just go ahead and stab him with my cryo pike.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Take another 4 damage. Stuart Walker actually does a little bit more damage than I had noted.
Oh, sweet stamina! You were so nice while I had you. Okay, then yeah, I will attack. 25 to hit him is EAC.
That hits.
All right, then take 21 cold damage.
That is pretty brutal. You should shout.
And should I make? It's nice to stay in first. And yeah, she'll just strike a sweet pose with her full arm, all icy, but the flame still kind of simmering in the background. And try to just take a selfie for the fans, spend a resolve point for just keep our stuff up. So I'll make a diplomacy check. Oh, nat 1 though.
Classic.
Nope. Yeah, you fail. What do you post that you have to later delete?
She just posts. It's she's trying to do too much stuff at once, so she's trying to look cool with the pike, and it just winds up being a total close-up shot of a little of the hilt itself, so it just looks purely silver and shiny and irritating.
And out of focus.
Just total amateur hour.
Okay. No extra influence for you guys at this time. Cool.
That's me.
That brings
Did you
up.
spend the fan inspiration? Probably too late now. But.
Oh yeah, it was a botch.
Oh.
It was a nat 1 though, so that probably wouldn't have helped.
No, I mean, a reroll helps the most.
Oh yes, yeah, sure, I'll go for it. Why not?
No, you don't. You don't have to, but you could.
Honestly, I would save it.
Yeah, I'll save it for a save or something like that. Something that's actually important.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And something that you have a better chance of succeeding in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also,
She's got a plus 11 to modifier. She's not bad.
That's true. That's true. Actually, I think her diplomacy is better than mine now.
Yeah, I did a lot of respecking, but I still am going to save it for a more meaningful role.
You swing at their leader, and the team Electrum reacts. First of all, Cryptex disarms another trap because they, of course, have figured it out by now how this works. So it's not that they had any advanced information.
Of course.
That. But Cryptex, their operative, also can disable traps, and he disables this little electrical panel here. And then I guess he's going to move. Augustus Slash is going to be an expert at just throwing insults and posting. He posts a lot. So he is moving while primarily focused on taunting and insulting people in first, which is you guys. He succeeds by 2. By an increment of 5, that is. So you guys lose 2. Well, I guess I have you guys at 2 influence right now as well.
Okay.
So you're at 0, 2 total earned. So same ranking as Talos and Company. I know. Brutal. And Maite. Maite, could hurt you. Hurting does sound good, but I'm really better at hurting a group of people. And you're in an annoying place, Maggie. Oh,
I try to
I know
be.
what I'll do. So, I think what we're gonna do, healthy range. Maite will move. Ugh. Yeah, there's no way to do this without provoking from you. Yep, Maite provokes.
Sweet.
That's their technomancer.
I'll take the hit. So I need to attack her opportunity, so I get a +2 bonus to that.
Chop her head off.
It's unlikely, but I'll hit her with a 25.
Yep.
I take 21.
Ooh. Well, she's bloodied now too.
Nice.
Boy, they have a lot of damage on them. Anyway. So, mean.
So if none of them make it to the ship, do we win by attrition?
Well, there's still other teams.
there are other teams.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but we don't like these guys.
yes.
She will set up a laser net where I have positioned it. I'm going to put 2 of them on here just to make them sweep in different directions. But cast a spell setting up a laser net right there to kind of cut the hallway in half. And presumably, those of you who walk down the hallway will encounter some lasers for your trouble. She then tests the blue force field, and her hand passes right through it without electrocuting her. So that is where their ship is. So I'm now going to reveal what everybody is so that you guys can see the nice little ship images I've used.
Cool.
So the flying saucer is Brain Power's gray matter ship. The long green one is the Argentum. The one with the Chiron on it is beyond the ship, and then the same one we've used before for the Squeaky Clean, the kind of boxy-ish one off to the far left is your ship. Okay.
So the second one to the right is Team Electrum?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep. The one next to you guys is Team Electrum, the one behind the blue force field. All right, Quentin.
I need to post some conspiracy theories. I need to flood my bot accounts, literally, with pictures of Wind Weasel finding a trap and a picture of Walker finding a trap. And I'm going to make sure they're like, and how did they know? And hashtag inside information. And hashtag Team Erectum. And, try and make it seem very much to all of the fans that we are, even though we're the heels, they're actually cheating. And this might be the rare double turn, like Stone Cold versus the Hitman.
Like it.
Yeah.
Would you like that bluff or intimidate?
Same difference. I think bluff seems more appropriate to me. I mean,
in a way, you're honestly not bluffing. You're kind of revealing true.
So
but you are emphasizing. You're maybe playing it up for the conspiratorial angle.
A little bit,
but that's fine.
Puffery here and there. I might possibly have cut a couple of frames out where it seemed like he might have done something that would have legitimately seemed like he was looking for something, even though we know he wasn't. Those frames might disappear.
Yeah, you didn't really have a good camera angle on Cryptex disarming a trap over there, so you had to use some stock footage.
Bangy passed through the shot.
So it deactivates a moment before he touches it.
Yeah, it's like, and then hashtag Killian is lying to you. Boom, 34.
Dang.
Great. Yeah, you, oh boy, that's going to leave a mark on there. Yikes. So you succeed 10. which cripples their influence. They're at -6. So right now, the rankings are Team Yes We have him in first with 2.
Mm-hmm.
A tie for third, Team Brain Power and Team Lizard Brain at 0. And Team Electrum bringing up the rear at -6.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh. Ouch. Okay. So I'm 4 corridors off of where I need to be.
Yes.
And I've done that. How fast can
So
I
move
George Jetson my little I'm 30 is it 30?
Yeah, so
I thought it
6
was-
squares.
I thought it was 40. I don't know. We're not going to worry about it right now. So if I go do, I can get, who's this
The other
right
thing
here?
is, how are you doing on resolve? How many resolve points do you have left?
I haven't been hit all that hard. I have 38 if my math is right.
No,
Resolve points.
Oh,
Not stamina resolve.
my bad. I haven't spent any, so I believe I have 8.
Could you have maybe spent 1 to do that check, and then you could do it double
You could
move?
spend 1 to do that as like an extra action. Yeah, and then you could double move just like
I
just
meant
like
I have
Brian's credit
7
was suggesting.
because I clearly totally did that before Brian's credit ever recommended it. And I also go back and edit the footage so that happens as well. So, now that I
Perfect.
have the ability to edit the footage.
So do you want to move? You could move up to 12 squares then.
Up to 12? How many
Yep.
do I need to get over?
I mean,
Okay.
a bunch.
I can see this. This is Vengi, right?
That is Vengi.
Okay.
You are here.
And I'm going to have
Let's
to
put out the ruler. If we
Let's
use this
use-
ruler thing,
Yeah.
You can move up to 60 feet. So
Okay.
you'd get here.
Is that going to put me right between 2 guys who might
You
take
can
shots
be
at
like
me?
here if you want.
Yeah. That sounds better.
Yeah, Team Yes We
So
have
far,
name is
you can
pretty
be-
chill so
You can
far.
be here if you want.
Okay.
But you are going through laser trap. Or...
Yeah,
You
but
will be walking right through lasers. I don't know that there's a good way around.
I dodged the lasers.
You dodge the lasers.
Well,
Okay.
that's what the save is. So
Yep.
Mhm.
Make a reflex save. Let's see if you dodge these lasers.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Reflex is the only thing I'm good at.
Only
Pow.
Oh,
It's a 3.
not if you roll a
Yeah,
3.
that's not
Would it be worth spending your fan inspiration?
Ooh, what would that give me? That would give me...
How are you
Like
doing on health?
reroll.
Yeah.
On health, I'm honestly fine. I mean, well, for some values of fine. I'm not dead. Let's put it that
I mean, I would say
I'm...
save
Up to you.
it. Your call now.
It's up to you.
How many points would it be? Do we know?
Well, it would,
No.
it would,
Don't know
it would, it
yet.
would be a reroll.
No one's walked through it.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Well, yeah.
You know,
We're
how
gonna
much
reroll
damage
for
is he?
for an indeterminate amount of damage.
Yeah.
yeah, this is a spell
Let's be-
though, basically. So
Mm.
it could be a lot of damage.
Am I particular? Ooh, I am from Krypton, which means I'm susceptible to magic. I have to decide now. Rock, paper, scissors, go. I'm going to re-roll.
It's a Brainiac model.
I'm a Brainiac model, exactly. Which means that I'm going to shrink down. And this time I'm going to dodge it with a 17, which is like still terrible, but
Not that much better. Let's see what our save DC is. Nope, you still. Unfortunately,
Aw.
you still fail.
Marfin.
It was not bad, but not good enough. You take 18 fire and lightning damage, I think it is. Or actually, it's
Okay.
just laser, so it's just fire damage.
You know what? I'm not only going to take it, I'm going to trail fire down the hallway. Like
Yeah, so you got the lasers kind of sword your. You can't dodge the lasers. You failed at that, but you
Oh,
can
absolutely.
make them leave a cool mark on you.
Ooh. Like a tattoo.
Yeah, like a scar right down your LED eye.
Oh, you can't
Nice.
scar an LED. You'd have to replace the whole screen. However, it would
You're
be
right.
cool
This
if
game
it
is so
was-
technical and realistic.
It would be
I
like
forgot.
a little anchor on one of the ports where one of his arms would come out, so that it looks like Popeye when an arm pops out. Yes, let's do that. Yeah,
All right.
it's a scar
Cool.
that kind of looks like an anchor. Now it's the year 3775. Nobody knows what an anchor is, but everybody knows Popeye.
I'm gonna go ahead with
Yeah,
Team Brain Power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, actually, that was very clever. What I saw people do right in front of me. I guess I don't care. Yeah, Amu, you're still invisible, right?
Should be.
All right. So Kex, the Trox Solarian on Talos' team, is provoked attack opportunity from you as he moves past you. Oh, and he also provoked from a bunch of Zombos, only one of which hit him. He's pretty hard to hit, it seems.
Sounds like a reason to not swing.
Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't sound like Kamu.
Okay. 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Oh, hey. Haha! And he has discovered that the red portal is their portal.
Ow.
And come on, boss. We gotta go. Farewell. Hecubino. I'll see you again in space very soon when we both board our respective stations.
Yep, nice to see you again, Talos. Try not to die before the end.
You can attack for opportunity. Don't have to, but you can.
Yeah, snag him. Snag him with your man catcher.
Yes.
We good.
Just to teach him a lesson.
That is it for Team Brainpower. Hecubino.
Okay. I think the best course of action here is to take another double move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move 1 gets me here, unless you don't think so. And then move 2 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right next to Quentin here. Does that seem right?
Sounds right to me.
Okay.
You would walk through the lasers.
I'll walk through the lasers.
Okay.
Unless the lasers don't occupy 100% of like a cube, in which case I'll try to fly over the lasers.
I will. Let's see here. I will say that you get a +5 circumstance bonus on your reflex save when you activate the jump jets.
I'll take it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll add 5 to this.
That's still a failure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's sad. Okay.
How much am I taking here?
10, 16, 20.
Oof.
20 points of fire damage.
20 points.
Okay. So that's going to put me here. On the way there, which one is this one?
That's actually Whisk.
Okay.
They're Mystic.
Yeah. On the way through, I'll say this is which rotation did you say was? This is the 37th?
27.
27th. Okay. So I'll run by and say season 26 pit crew and just slap them 5 as I run by.
That's great.
And that's me.
Pretty cool. Now it's time for Stuart Walker and Win Weasel. Uh-oh. Win Weasel, however, has decided that discretion is the better part of valor at this point. He's seen that you've already made an attack for opportunity, right?
That is correct.
Tangy?
Yep.
Ah, darn.
Yep.
Whew. That's good because he does not have too many bonus hit points left. He has no stamina left.
Wrong ship.
Oh, he's wrong ship. Yep, that's your ship.
They're cheating so bad, they're stealing our ship.
All right. He has boarded the Argentum. No fatality for him.
Fatality.
Did Quentin get an attack of opportunity?
Quentin only has ranged
He's not.
weapons.
He's not wielding a.
Oh, okay.
I have a melee weapon. I don't
Yeah,
I
think
was
you don't
really
have it
hoping to
out,
get
though.
when we.
Of course, I have quick draw.
Can't do it in the midst of
He's also.
his movement.
I guess he would go through a
Walker
spree provoke.
tries to stab you with his sword as a parting gift. And then it's the ship as well.
Ah.
Jerk.
Bob.
All right. You said that this trap has been triggered, correct?
The trap that you were positive wasn't there, it
Yes.
it has been disarmed by Skritic.
Okay, I'm going to run across the hallway, go, hey, Skritic, thanks. I didn't even see that trap. And run right into the space next door. And then I noticed that there's a door open. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for my first move. And then I'm just going to keep on keeping on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right into the ship.
Excellent. So as you walk through the room, you realize that you're some background processor, cortex, does the math on how much the kitchen in this mall, the sink store, is worth, and you think it could buy off your indenture by itself.
Wow. Okay. I have to keep that in mind.
Maybe you should let those things out.
Cool. Then it's Team Yes We Have Name, and they're all just going to board their ship. Oh, except they're going to promote themselves aggressively and succeed this time. Anyone trying to make it a tax opportunity or anything? I don't think any of you really can, actually, even, but
I can't.
I mean, we'll be happy to try.
Still no reason to.
okay. Then board the ship. Huzzah! They get their ship ready for takeoff.
Yay. So slow.
Oh yeah, you are so slow. And didn't the
Are the
exact
lasers
wrong-
gone?
Nope.
Okay. Because the lasers are gone.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, they are not on. I merely moved them to the GM layer because they were getting in the way of being able to select tokens. But I will move them or make them obvious again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can I cut this corner?
Yes. You can cut the corners that are or cut the corners that are
5,
diagonal with the doors
7,
in them. That's fine by
8,
me.
9, 10. We will truck it all the way over to there.
All right.
The 3 actions for messing around with influence were all 3 of them. One of them wasn't a social skill, right?
One of them is hacking the system and trying to reorder the rankings, which is computer skill.
All right, we can do that one.
All right, you pull up your data pad, log in to the official Extreme Infosphere account, which has the hacker rankings option. No, it doesn't say that, but there is a way to get access to it.
Clippy
Want
pops
you-
up. It looks like you're looking how to cheat. Would you like help?
Yeah, we're going to attempt to swap us and Team Yes We Have Name, since they're in first,
Okay.
right?
That's correct.
Yep. And the team we want in last is in last, so
Yeah, no reason to mess their ranking up. Yep.
26?
You attempt and you almost get there, and that's like you fall for you hit enter, and you're like, oh wait, no, I needed to semicolon, and it's like nope, it rejects you at the last minute. You know exactly what you did wrong, which is to say you failed by 1.
Yep.
Oof.
You put go to 20 instead of go to 10.
Yeah, it's not worth a reroll. That'll be...
Nope. And that's all your movement, right?
Yep, and a resolves point to do that, right?
That's correct.
Yep, with your double move, yeah.
Yeah. It may not have been worth the resolve point. Oh well.
Maybe it was an attempt. How many resolve points do you have left?
4. That's half of mine.
what for if not to spend them?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be Amu turn.
My old crew's coming up.
Yep, that's right. They haven't forgotten about you. It's zombie time. This mall had insufficient amounts of mayhem and zombies. They run forward. A couple of them, by like muscle memory, stop and evaluate the sales. But then they run forward looking for blood.
Disco pants and haircuts.
They are able to close to you guys, but not attack. So, Amu and Skritic, it's looking a little dicey for you guys. You guys are surrounded, basically. Oh yeah, actually, this guy can go in the door. They start. What room is this, Amu? This is not the sink store. The store's over here. So, what room did you travel through?
Whichever one Bob first traveled through.
All right, Bob. What room did you travel through, Bob?
It was a Space Marine surplus store.
Lukewarm topic.
Space Marine surplus. Must to live forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Become a citizen. Space Marines.
Which I would like to know more.
Okay. That's it for the zombies. You guys end in third place, which has no effect in terms of the rankings, and you don't get any benefit, nor do you suffer any harm. Team Yes We Have Name starts getting their ship ready to take off. Skritic.
Darn zombies.
Run, Skritic, run!
Yeah, I think I'm gonna act like I'm just gonna book it, and basically, right when I get here, I'm gonna stop short, juke, and try to stab this person here, and try to finish the job that Vengi started. Can I do a bluff to make it think I was just gonna run past and instead shank?
Sneak attack.
Yes, but I need more of a bluff than that.
More of a bluff. Okay. It's like, they're closing in. We need to get out of here. And just go, go, go. And start running, and all of a sudden just stop short and flash out. So
it's good. Like, okay. Yeah, we're all on the same side. We just can't die to hordes of undead, right?
Oh, let's see. Bluff ain't one of my best ones, but we'll see what happens here.
It's good 26.
Enough. Okay. Challenge rating 6 or worse. With that, then, okay. So then they're flat-footed, so do an attack. 28 to hit.
You hit.
I hit. All right. So 6 base damage plus, what is it, 40? What is it these days? Trick tack. 48.
Comes to 10, so that's, 16 total damage?
Yeah, 16.
Okay, cool. Maite is still up, but, she was bloodied before that hit, so now her kidneys are leaking along with her eyes and ears and mouth. And they're all, which I suppose is better than leaking other things, but...
Yeah.
All right. That's Skritic Vengi.
I'm going to try to make a parting shot at Cryptax before I duck through.
You step forward just to hit you?
Oh, I mean, I don't need to step forward. I have reach.
Ooh, good point.
Nice.
So I can attack him from where I am and then run. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got a 19 to hit, though. It's a pretty low roll.
Oh, nice. Oh, wait.
That misses.
All right, that's fine. I will run through the thing.
That's a modified 19. Yeah.
You join Bob aboard the Squeaky Clean.
Hey, welcome aboard. Fire up those weapons and start shooting those zombies before they get on our ship.
Team Electrum, part 2. Ah! Ow, ow, ow. It's just no. It's just a scratch. Definitely not a zombie bite. I'll be fine. Augustus Slash provokes from you. He is injured. By you, I mean.
I think I will try to hold it. Well, no, she'll probably just withdraw. She's close enough. Yeah, I'm going to swing.
I don't do too awesome damage without the trick, but we'll see.
Yes, you hit, but only for a little bit of damage. He is very, very, very injured, but he does make it through.
That's what I figured. Yeah, I don't do a lot of damage without the trick, so that's pretty much what I'm going to be able to do.
Board, Kex the Solarian will board. All of you guys will board. Well, I guess you do have to bail out Amu from the zombies. So we'll. I won't skip just yet because it's really now just a question of you guys versus the zombies. So Quentin, your friend Amu is being cornered by hungry-looking zombies.
I'm totally.
Would you like to run away and leave him behind?
Yes, I would like to save my pal from their fate worse than death. And I'm going to do that. Well, hang on. They're surrounded by zombies?
Yes.
I'm going to rocket attack the zombies while not injuring Amu at all.
Totally fair. Make your attack.
It's going to be the best thing ever. You're going to be like, whoa.
Like whoa, indeed.
Like whoa, indeed. Hang on, I have to remember what my ranged attack bonus says. Can we just make all the numbers the same and then it'll be like, yeah, that'd be good. How about whoop-pie, 20. Ooh, I rolled a 20.
That hits.
I rolled a 20. Okay, and then rocket rifle. Can they bleed?
I think undead are immune to that condition, but
I believe
how about max damage?
Yeah, that will destroy the one of the ones blocking the door. I guess I can move. Which one? You can have destroyed either the one in front of the door or diagonally in front of the door. Like, I'll let you pick.
Let's do the one in front of the door. It seems like, thematically funnier.
Oh, no.
Wait, does that make it harder for him to get out?
I think
Not really.
Yeah,
They can walk forward. I mean, they'll provoke a million times, but
yeah.
Yep.
Not while invisible.
Oh, yeah!
A stitch in time saves 9 million.
What?
That was
9 million stitches?
That was my cool one-liner. No, 9 million bits and pieces of Amu's.
Mm.
Amu
oh, man, would you like to use your fan thing on that joke?
Yes!
You already spent it.
Oh, look at that. You try again, Matthew, and it's still in that one.
Okay. No.
No, I'm kidding. That wasn't in that one.
No. How dare you, sir?
Okay. But that was a good right attack that zombie where Amu was and maybe was calling out for help so that you knew he was there.
Oh yeah, I can totally hear them. It was like a weird sort of thing. Semaphore.
Because the zombies are looking around for Amu, but they can't find them because it's like they hear their voice, and they're sniffing.
We can see Rob's player icon above Amu. It's Jace from Magic, but he's wearing Deal With It sunglasses.
No, I totally speak Rakrichi even when invisible.
Well, now that there's a clear path for Amu, and Amu's invisible, so he won't be eaten by zombies at this time, you guys can all successfully escape aboard the Squeaky Clean, which is just how you left it, with Herman and Squeebo and Gordo and also Chad.
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 Yeah, Chad. You guys remember Chad? He's Team Electrum's biggest fan, and he won a sweepstakes.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, it was to get put on your ship. So he is in one of your seats. he has a special like force field protection device that's supposed to protect him from harm and whatnot. And you guys get to know Chad well next time.
That's terrible.
Oh,
Chad.
well,
We're
unintended
in a big
consequences.
Team Electrum shirt, so you know whose side he's on.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's where we're going to cut it out this week. As you said, if you have any questions, podcast@majorspoilers.com. Don't forget to join our Discord server. Absolutely free to join. Jump in the Critical Hit channel. And I tell you what, if you use the hashtag last time, something magical will happen. Go check it out over in our Discord server. Until then, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2023 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.
Your child has so much potential, but your local schools may not be right for them. Check out K-12. K-12-powered schools are accredited tuition-free online public schools for students in kindergarten through 12th grade. This is not your typical homeschooling. With state-certified teachers specially trained to teach online, your child will learn at their speed, at home, with innovative, engaging technology. Join the more than 3 million families who have chosen K-12. Go to k12.com/podcast today to learn more. That's k12.com/podcast.